A second proposed bill in the United States Senate calls for Washington to review its relationship with South Africa, and it goes further, aiming to sanction ANC leaders and remove the country from the African Growth and Opportunity Act, AGOA. Now, Republican Senator John Kennedy tabled the legislation earlier this week, saying South Africa's ties with Russia, China and Hamas threatened American interests and national security. I'm now joined by International Relations Analyst Thembisa Fakude, who is also the Senior Research Fellow and Director of Africa-Asia Dialogue. Good afternoon to you, Thembisa, and thank you so much for your time. Just quickly, if you can, by means of explaining what the significance of the second bill is and maybe the difference between the first bill and this one.
Well, the significance is that there's an emphasis now on, one, sanctioning the ANC officials and also kicking South Africa out of AGOA. So those are now more pronounced positions that the Senate has taken, which places South Africa on a back foot, particularly now that we've got a delegation led by Minister Pakistan that's trying to negotiate with the American officials on the 30% tariffs. Now you have these parallel processes taking place, which means, therefore, that South Africa will be fighting these burning fires on all directions. And one wonders whether they will manage to do so, given that this time when the senior leadership of government will be in the United States, they will focus mainly on the United Nations General Assembly. And this one, of course, would have expected that it's the moment that you could have one-on-one discussions with their counterparts in the United States. Minister Pakistan left a week earlier, and hopefully those negotiations that has been carried on or has been having with the officials will yield result. But by the look of things, it seems as if the decision has already been taken, even though unofficially not announced yet. But I doubt if South Africa will really push back or convince officials to rescind on their decision.